Welcome back to the show. Sorry for that, everybody and viewers. Next up is staff wandering off without telling their team leaders. And here's my offsider.
Yeah, it's a good point, Barry. Staff shouldn't just wander off because then we could be looking around the whole facility for them and think something bad's happened. So always tell someone when you're going somewhere out of the grounds so we know. Same with clients.
Okay, because if someone has a seizure or falls out of bed, they could be calling for 20 minutes. So please, everybody, don't be thinking, oh yeah, I'll just nick off up the road, because that's not what we're about. If you've got personal stuff to do, do it in your own time, because staff are here to do a job for us, and it's not all about them. Here's my outsider for his opinion.
Yep, it's a good point, Barry. You can't always tell what's happened to someone else, and it's no point assuming things. But the only way we're going to have a easy running group of staff and clients if everyone communicates properly.
And the very last important issue is the mobile phone. If you are stuck somewhere, please ring the house and let them know where you are, so that the staff know what has happened to you, where you've gone, and what time you are returning. And here is my offsider.
Yep, they're all very good points, Barry. Because if we don't communicate well, we're going to have problems. And we won't know where anybody is or what jobs they're about to do.
Because it's very important in a workplace like this. You can't just wander off and not say anything. If you're about to depart, please tell someone. If you're going home sick, inform the manager. Now, what would my offsider do if he was going to go home sick?
I would ring up the on-call first and tell the manager, or if there's a manager here on site or assistant manager, I'd let them know.
So, if my offsider, for example, went home at 7 o'clock because he wasn't feeling the best, he would then ring the on-call manager and say, I'm not feeling very well, I'm going home. And on the subject of not feeling well, if you are sick prior to coming to your shift, you must always let the house managers know so that they can find a suitable replacement for you. Here's my offsider with his point of view on this.
Yep, that's exactly the right routine to go through, Barry. If you can't turn up, try and ring up at least 24 hours before and let management know, or at least earlier the same day. Don't ring up just 5 minutes before your shift starts. That's very rude.
Because that can make the manager very angry, and what can happen?
Then the shift won't be covered, and then we'll be short-staffed.
So please, CPA employees, be responsible if you can't cover your shift. That way the house will run smoothly and efficiently and effectively without any hitches. Well, that brings us to the close of our program for tonight on respect, and I hope this video will give you some valuable points on giving you the best job possible here at the Cerebral Palsy Alliance, whether it's here at Oceania or Grevillea or St. Ives or out west or up at the Hunter. So, to make sure you have the best job, you have to have the best attitude, the right attire, the right mood, and the right shoes, which I will talk about in the next video. So until then, everybody, this is Barry Fear. On behalf of my Offsider, we wish you a very good night, and before we go, taking a look at some of the activities. Tomorrow we've got 2 residents going with a staff member to The Little Mermaid. Here's a preview of it from my Offsider.
Yep, The Little Mermaid's a story about Ariel, the mermaid who wants to become a human, and her adventures.
And then tomorrow night the Leagues Club will be happening from 5:55 until 9:50 p.m. tomorrow evening, and then next Friday night I take you live to the Manly Leagues Club from 6. Here's my Offsider.
And tomorrow we've also got one of the clients' birthday parties, the barbecue.
With a barbecue, and happy birthday to that client. So we hope that you'll join us for some fantastic entertainment then.
And do you know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, Barry?
And mostly sunny in the morning and afternoon, with cloud increasing overnight with a few showers on Sunday, but back to fine weather for back to work on Monday. So we do hope that you'll join us then. And just a reminder, next Saturday week we switch the clocks for 1 hour. Yes, that's right, 1 hour. Here's my Offsider to remind the rest of you viewers.
Yep, we'll put in another reminder between now and when it happens. It's important to put your clocks forward at 1 hour, otherwise you'll be late to work.
And that is the Oceania wrap for this Friday night, the 23rd of September. I'm Barry Fear. On behalf of everybody here at Oceania and all the management, the staff and clients, we wish you a very good evening, and thanks for watching, and see you in the morning. Have a good night, everybody, and a good sleep. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Bye for now.
Good evening, Barry. Good evening, viewers.